My name is Danny Felix. I'm with Subtech Design and Manufacturing, and today we're going to be talking about our latest camera release, the Subtech Inspector Junior. In the video, we're going to be going over all the different features of this new camera. We'll be talking about our new display. This is the new Subtech display system. It's been completely redesigned. It's packed full of features. We're able to take screenshots and start video recordings with the push of a button. We have pause, fast forward, and rewind now. We have instant playback in the field on these. They record onto an SD card now. It's just a very well packaged unit. It even has digital zoom built into it. So we're really excited about this new monitor. I'll cover the breakdown of the actual cart and reel and how we've redesigned this. We have this new center hub technology. It works fantastic, and the best part about this is it's able to be taken apart completely by you. It doesn't have to be sent into the factory anymore for small repairs or even large repairs. So the reel and everything can be disconnected out in the field. If you have to swap out a new reel or new cable or put a new camera head on, it can all be done again in the field. And instead of having to send this whole thing into the factory, we're going to be cutting down big time on shipping costs, and we'll be able to just do one-for-one swaps. You'll be able to buy backup parts for these and swap them out yourself. Very lightweight unit. Backpack straps have been redesigned a bit. It's a camera that we're very proud of. We're excited to get it released, and at a price point of $3,800, it's going to be hard to beat. So it's going to be a great camera for us, and we're excited to get it to you guys. Thanks. All right, this is the cart and reel that we have designed for the Inspector Junior. And as you can see, it looks very similar to the Inspector Nick. It is a little bit smaller, but the hub and reel design are completely different, so we'll go into a little bit of that. First off, this monitor is on a full motion swivel mount, so it can be oriented any way you like, which is a very nice feature, but we'll get it up and out of the way for now. So this is the reel, and as you can see, it spins onto this center hub here. And this hub has all of the electronics completely packaged inside, so it's completely self-contained. And what makes this really nice is for having to do any kind of repairs. So if you were to have anything fail in the field, all of this can be taken apart on your own. It doesn't have to be sent into the factory to be taken apart or to be repaired. So for instance, if I have a cable issue, if I were to kink my cable and I need a new cable, for one, we'll be able to sell these as a backup. So we'll be able to send you a whole reel with cable and a camera head on it, or you can even purchase a second reel. Maybe you want a different length of cable, and you're able to swap them out pretty easily. So just by removing these screws up front, I'll show you what that looks like. I just have 2 screws in for demonstration purposes, but as we take these out, the whole reel comes right off of this center hub. As you can see, we have a connection here on this hub, and this is where the cable connects to. So all you would do is disconnect the cable from the hub and take that reel off. And then if you needed just that cable to be fixed, we could just have you send either the cable by itself or with that reel. If something in the electronics, if the footage counter or anything else were to fail, this hub also can be removed with 4 bolts. So taking those bolts off, and you'd be able to just send us this hub, or we could send you the hub as a replacement, and you'd be able to swap it out right in the field. It's something that's very easy to do. The camera head will also have a connection onto the cable, so that will be able to be disconnected as well. So same thing, if the camera head were to fail, you will no longer need to send us the entire unit. It'll just be that camera head where it connects to the cable. Other than that, it's pretty similar to design as the Inspector Nick. We have changed the backpack pads. They used to go across, now they go vertically, and it makes it a lot more comfortable, a little bit easier to wear. But other than that, it's pretty similar. And this is the interface cord, so it just connects directly into that center hub. Everything can be taken apart, and it's a very well packaged unit. Again, this is kind of the back side of that reel, and when you're ready, so let's say you have another reel with new cable on it, and you would just slide that into place, put your bolts in, connect your camera cable to that center hub, and you're ready to go. This is the new monitor for the Subtech Inspector Junior. We're calling this the Subtech display system. So looking at the outside of the monitor, it's enclosed in a rubberized case. It makes it very durable. The sunshade on top, and then looking at the back, we have a little stand allowed it to set up on a table or however you want to set it up. And then this is a mount for a full motion swivel mount that makes it really easy to set it up any way you like it. So the first thing we do is open up our sunshade here, and we'll hold down the power button for about 3 seconds to power on the unit. All right, then going through the features. So we do have these nice hand straps on the side that make it really easy to hold and access all these soft keys if you have the unit dismounted. We have a 7-inch screen on this, and everything is contained inside the unit. So built-in battery. If we look on the side here, these are all our accessory ports. So we have our charger cord goes up here. This is for our Wi-Fi. So we have a built-in Wi-Fi transmitter. All of these units will come standard with Wi-Fi. And then an SD card. These are all going to come standard with an 8 GB SD card, but you can run up to a 32 GB. And then there's a little protection piece here to close that back up. All right, so going through the features of this unit, starting at the top, we have a still image. So we can take still images with one button push, and very simple, easy to use. The next one is to reverse or mirror the screen. And then we have our video recording button. So one press and we are now recording. And we have these icons up here that let us know for sure that we are recording. So there's no questions about that. All right, and then we can hit that button to stop our recording. And then also on this one, while we're recording, if we see something in the pipe that we want a still image of, we can take a still image during the recording, and we'll end that recording. So moving down, we have our brightness features here. So if we want to turn our LEDs and get those brighter, we can turn them up or down right there. And then we have digital zoom on this monitor, which is something we're really excited about. So we can zoom in, it's up to 2x magnification, and zoom back out. Really handy feature if you're in a pipe and you're looking at something that you're not sure about, and you can kind of zoom right in on it and check it out. Going into our menu, we're just gonna hit the OK button, and this will bring up all of our menu options. So you can see out there at the very top, we have delete all, which just allows you to delete all of your recordings. The next one down is a video output. You are able to run an external viewing device or some kind of a monitor if you want. And then we have our date and time set up. So if we want to set up our format or any changes, we can do that. And we have our language we can change. There is 2 video formats available. Moving on down, we have our auto power off feature. So we can set that up to turn off if there is no activity on the monitor up to 30 minutes. It's just a good battery saver mode. Our locator transmitter, next we can turn on our transmitter so it's able to be located. And so if we turn that on, we see we have our little icon up here at the top that lets us know that we are transmitting. Going back in, length measure. This is for your footage counter. So we are able to reset the footage counter or change the units from centimeters, inches, meters, or feet. So we'll leave that on feet. And then you can see our footage counter is right up here, and it's broken down very well. It's very accurate. Text annotation. So if we want to put text on the screen, we're able to do that. This is pretty bright, kind of hard to see, but we'll zoom in there. So we can put anything on the screen there that we want, and back out of there, we'll hit cancel. So we do have our battery indicator down here as well, so we have a good idea of our battery at all times. So That's a nice feature. We also have a built-in speaker and microphone on this unit, so everything is built in and contained in this unit itself. To access the recordings or still images, you'll just hit the down or up arrow. So we'll hit the down arrow, and these are all our saved recordings. So you can scroll through them and look at them at any time. You can open them up and see the videos you have or any of the screenshots you've taken. So you're hitting OK, and you're able to open those right up and look at them. And then when you're ready to delete those, again, we'll go, their top button there is delete all. We'll delete all those recordings that we don't need, and now all of our recordings are gone. Very simple to use. And power the unit back off, it's about another 3-second button push, and we're good to go.